Guys, I want to tell you, me and my brother, when we first moved to Arizona, neither one of us had a car. My brother, he was always 4 years younger than me in the first place. But it was like 1984, 85, I think, when I got out to Arizona. My brother had been out there a couple of years, but he didn't have a car or nothing. So he was showing me once I got out there before I bought my first car. And I'll tell you about my first car if I get around to it out there. But we had to walk to get to where we wanted to go. And there was a bar called Bogies. Bogies. Just like the movie or the actor that played in what is that old movie, black and white. I can't even remember you guys know who I'm talking about, Bogey. But the bar was called Bogies, and they had all this memorabilia from this old actor that played in that movie. And but we would walk up there. It was about probably a mile and a half, 2 miles to get up to the bar. Well, we didn't want to walk into the bar straight. We didn't want to walk in there and get drunk on their liquor. We wanted to be about half lit before we even got there so we could spend less money in that bar. Now, Bogies, it was a rock and roll. They had a dance floor and everything. It was a good bar. I mean, everybody went to it. They even had ladies' nights where they cut the whole bar in half and had ladies' nights on one side with them male strippers, them famous ones. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember. My wife would probably tell you because she used to go watch them. But most of them were gay anyway, so it didn't matter. Anyway, me and my brother come across this bull graveyard that was between where we were living and the bar that we would associate with. I mean, and I'm telling you what, folks, there were skeletons of bulls everywhere. Everywhere. The bulls I'm talking about. Now, there was a building that had a sidewalk that went down behind the building along. It was like a stretch of one of them little strip malls or something. But it had an apartment complex all the way down on one side and this strip mall on the other. So they had the whole building, no doors, no windows, nothing, stretching for about 2 or 3 blocks. On the other side, they had a big wall that kept the people that were renting the apartments or condos or whatever. There was a big wall that ran that whole distance as well. So it was like a walled off sidewalk that went down behind this building. I ain't lying to you. Me and my brother ended up calling it the Bull Graveyard because as we're walking to go to Bogey's, the bar, there was a place we would stop and we would buy them 32-ounce Schlitz malt liquor bulls. Bottles. They were bottles. I don't know why it was always bottles, but at that time it was always bottles. So I would buy 2, he'd buy 2. And before we would get to the bar, we would hit the bull graveyard. Do you understand where the bull graveyard comes from now? Before we would leave back there, after drinking our 2 quarts of Schlitz malt liquor bull, we would bust the bottles back there. And yeah, it was stupid. But nobody was cleaning it up. All them bottles laid back there for months and months. That's why we started calling it the bull graveyard. Because all them Schlitz malt liquor bulls that we were drinking before the quarts, before we would go into the bar, and we busted them all back there. All the bulls were laying all over the ground back there and everything. And I'd be talking to my brother on the phone or something. I'd say, hey, you want to go to the bull graveyard before we go in there? Oh, yeah, I'll meet you at the bull graveyard. And we would meet there. I'm going to ask, can you get any more hillbillyer than that? Folks, this is a true story. I ain't lying to you. And if any one of you know where my brother is out in Arizona, he's still out there somewhere. I ain't talked to him since after my dad died 5 years ago. I don't know if he's alive or dead. But if you're out there with him, ask him about the bull graveyard. Brandon Grooms, ask him about it. God loves you guys. I love you guys. And I hope my brother has found Jesus. I hope he had. If I did, chances are he did too. So I hope he's doing good. And I hope he's blessed as God has blessed me. And if nothing else, I hope God blesses you as he has blessed me as well, folks. Love you. Seek Jesus.